闇を欺いて切な音交わして刃すり抜け奴らの隙をつけ貫いた想いが未来を開く Like a burning stone 熱く Like a burning stone 血脈に刻まれた因縁に浮き上がる消えない誇りの絆握りしめて光さすのか灼熱の空へ魂がぶつかり合うため地へ悲しみに塗られた未来を救う Like a burning stone 燃やす Like a burning star 炎先風を立ちその先へ恐れずに何もためらわず進め La galera共鳴する運命
So that would be my top choice right now.
Should make a Final Fantasy VII group.
Going back to Overwatch, what I would do would be probably Hanzo, because he's so handsome, and yeah, it's just for a female pretty impossible to do like just with naked chest things. So yeah.
Okay, so with me I have this kind of a big problem because I'm kind of a small person and all the guys are so tall and handsome and they have muscles and everything, so I have this really big problem to get into shape, right? So, and my dream, which I probably will never come true, but it's the cosplay from Game of Thrones, guys, the huge guys in the Hound or the Mountain. I just think it's so cool. They will never be like, guys.
For me, it's a wizard from Diablo 3 because I love so much Diablo, and usually I play with the wizard female. So if I will choose her. And of course, you said me about Game of Thrones. Also, I really like Game of Thrones, and I follow the last season. And I always like Arya Stark. I like her story, but I can't because she's a girl who's small.
Oh well, Q's gotten even bigger. Okay, so I have two questions which are dependent from one another. And the first one is, do you consider yourself in the near future to end your career as a cosplayer? And if yes, with what shall you continue your life, as in a hobby?
Can you please repeat once more slowly, because we have such a bad audio here.
Okay, so, two questions. First one, do you see yourself in the future ending your career as a cosplayer? And if yes, with what shall you continue your life as in a hobby? In that.
Okay, so for me, I think I want to connect my future with cosplay, especially in the gaming industry. I'm already working with companies as a costume creator. I work with The Witcher, with the Blizzard on Overwatch. I try to make costumes with them, so I kind of see myself in a few years as a costume maker. Maybe not as a cosplayer, because I know I will get old and have family and stuff, but I probably will try to make costumes for a living. If not, I will try to make new marketing and promote games in the Polish community.
Yeah, it's a really tough one. I think a lot of people would love to make their hobby as a career, but I'm also totally fine to just work as a teacher, which is what I'm currently studying. So I think I will just see what the future will get for me, and
yeah, basically it's also the same for me. I will see what the future will bring, but at the moment it's a hobby for me and I'm really enjoying it, but I can't really imagine how it would be if cosplay is my actual job. But yeah, we'll see, maybe someday.
As much as I would love to make a living out of cosplay, I don't honestly think it's possible for me right now, but I definitely see myself cosplaying at 40 years old. Like, that is going to be there, that is a fact of my life. I am not going to stop anytime soon.
This time I will use translation. Io ho già un lavoro, per cui, anche da tanto tempo, per cui per me il cosplay è davvero un hobby, proprio perché impiega il mio tempo libero dal lavoro. Non ho bisogno di ambire al cosplay come lavoro?
Той вече си има от бая време работа и затова за него косплей е буквално хоби, което прави в свободното си време и няма реална нужда да направи cosplay неговата работа.
Anche perché credo che, almeno parlo per me, che quando inizio a lavorare per qualcosa che è un hobby, io in un certo senso perdo quella cosa di passione, perché mi diventa un lavoro, non più una passione hobby, proprio perché lo faccio nel mio tempo libero, quando mi va, quando mi piace.
И според него, това си е лично негово мнение, държа да отбележа, че според него като почнеш, като направиш своето хоби да ти е работа, той някак си губи искрата, вече не му е чак толкова интересно, защото именно не е вече хоби, а е работа.
Okay, here we have what were you?
Indra from Naruto Shippuden.
He has a question for you as well.
I actually have two questions. One is for all of you and one is specifically for Dario. So, all of you, how do you choose someone you want to cosplay? What do you look for in a character you decide to cosplay? And I wrote to Dario while we're making, when can I see that?
First of all, it has to be a character that I know. I know a lot of people cosplay on design. I think that's great because everyone can do it and it's not something of a taboo. Like if you cosplay a character that you don't know nothing about and you just like the design, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. That doesn't make you any less of a cosplayer just because, oh, you don't know the character or you're not in the fandom and you're not, I don't know, 100% fan. I've seen people do that. But I personally, I need to relate to the character somehow. Like I need to know them, I need to know their story, how they act, how they behave, what's their way of life. It helps me get into the character better and it motivates me to work because if it's a character I love, then I will be even more motivated to work on it because I'm bringing something that I like to life. So that's an important factor. Another one for me personally is the ability to match my appearance with the character. Like I could probably not cosplay as somebody who is supposed to be this tall. So that's one thing.
Basically, first of all, I have to like the character itself. If I really like the character, and of course also the look of the character is important, but it's not the most important thing for me. Because I did once or twice, I did a cosplay just for a group, and I didn't really know the game I was cosplaying from. It just looked pretty cool, but it's just pretty difficult to portray the character on a photo if you don't know anything about the character. So yeah.
I think it's a mixture because sometimes I just, when I play games or watch anime or whatnot, I just think, oh gosh, I really have to do that. I love the character, I love the outfit, like everything fits. And sometimes you just catch a design and don't really know a lot about it. You just maybe know it's from a game or something, but you just really catches your eye and think, yeah, sure, I want to do that because it looks good and that's totally fine. And I also had like 1-2 costumes that I did just for a group where I barely knew the anime and I just did it because it was fun. And I think it's a matter of how you like to do it, but I think there's no right and wrong. Yeah.
girls, I really want to at first know the character, fall in love with the character, and especially I have the weak spot for a big advanced projects. You know, if I see complicated armor or some like advanced stuff, which is just new thing I can try and make and test my skills. I always try to take them because it develops your skills and you just evolve as a cosplayer. So I try to take new crazy designs.
For the first question, I will answer in English, and for fake players, it's better in Italian. I'll follow my answer. Okay. For me, when I chose a cosplay, of course, because I like the character. I mean, inside and also outside. So basically, when I see an anime or video games, I like both entire. Maybe it could be a classic answer, but I want to tell you that recently some cosplayers tell me, I like the costume of this character, so I want to cosplay him or her. And for me it's, oh no, this is not cosplay, this is costuming. Because you cannot cosplay someone only because you like the costume. Because cosplay is costume player. But I see this now as like a little bit weird for me. For the second question, I will be firstly because we have a lot of. After I can explain you better after the panel, but I can explain firstly.
Сега ще покажа как да се прикрепи, как да се направи фалшива брада и набързо само стъпките, за да не отнемаме време. И после, който иска, може детайлно да му бъде обяснено. Има два метода. Един е по-лесен. Обаче трябва да се прави постоянно, всеки път. А другия метод отнема малко повече време да се приготви, но след това просто трябва да си го сложиш всички пъти, като си ги носиш по-бързо. По-лесният метод е значи тип филм, вълна, да, вълна. Принципно се продава на пликчици и като се разплита, трябва леко да се реже, за да се изправи. С ножица. Режем. И се използва лепило за цялата тип спирит гъм. Значи тук в първия метод просто трябва да се реже, се лепи, реже и лепи и е трудоемко. И после трябва да се прави, да се апликира цялата брада, трябва да се подкастри. Вторият метод се използва тази мрежичка. Мрежата плат. И се използва този инструмент, който е завъртян. Тип игличка с завъртяно връхче. Значи плътта се слага на някаква дъска, много право, и се започва с кърфички. И се взима едно по едно всяко такова конче вълна и се вплита. И ще е много трудоемко. Обаче, като е готово, първо трудоемко в началото, обаче след това може да се използва брадата многократно, защото се взима това и се изделя лепи от лепи, защото това да се пази. детайлно ще ви бъде обяснена, ако желаете.
Here comes the next question.
I actually have two questions which are related to each other. The first one is, when you began cosplay, did you have any experience at all in sewing, prop making, etc., etc.? And the second one is, do you have a cosplay from the beginning of your career as a cosplayer, whether it's a hobby or a profession, that you would like to remake because you consider it a fail?
Yes. So for the first part, I had no skills whatsoever regarding sewing. So my mother and a friend of mine who both can sew very good helped me out with my first cosplay, which was Lightning from Final Fantasy 13. And that's the reason why the costume still looks very good, because it was not made by me. For the second question, the second cosplay I did was Lightning from Final Fantasy 13 too, but I only did that with craft foam. So it's kind of like falling apart already. I had no idea about primer, like taking wood glue for stabilizing or something like that. And I would really like to redo this cosplay now with my experience and skills and different materials that I know of. So, yeah.
Yes, so for me also, I had no idea how to sew, no idea how to make armors, no idea how to even put sewing machine working. Nothing, basically nothing. And you guys just, if you start making costumes, I mean, don't worry, everything comes with time, you learn the techniques, you just learn with time, so seriously, just try it and go with the flow. For me, and also I have a lot of costumes which I really want to remake, and one of them is Leonard from Bulgaria Profile. It's like my first armor, it was like a huge fail, so yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about sewing or painting or stuff like that. My first real self-made cosplay was back in 2013. It was Mami from Madoka Magica, and I sewed it all by hand because I didn't have a sewing machine or any experience, but yeah, it wasn't that bad, I guess, for the first try. But yeah, you learn so much during making costumes and watching other people's progress, and you can learn so much from other people, and somehow you will get better and better, so yeah. And the second question was, any cosplay I want to redo? Maybe someday. This was my, I don't know, second or third cosplay. But basically it was, I had a lot of help from a tailor that was Lilymon from Digimon, and yeah, maybe I will redo it sometimes because I actually really like the characters, so yeah.
When I started cosplaying, no, I can't say I had any experience, but I did have like a bit of knowledge, like I used to craft stuff in the past, or my grandmother, my mother, and my other grandmother are both, all of them are seamstresses, so I kind of had somebody to learn from, but this is once I actually started. Like in the beginning, I was pretty much clueless, but along the way, well, they enabled me to learn a lot faster how to sew and how to make a pattern, you know, various things that nobody actually tells you and that you have to discover all on your own, because theory can only get you so far until you actually put your hands down and work on something. A costume that I considered failed, that I really wanted to redo, was the first costume that I actually made. Not the one that got me into cosplay, because that was just some clothes put together from my closet, and I don't really see that I bought a wig for. I made a costume, I made a prop for it, and that costume was Dimitris from Bleach. So I did, in fact, redo that costume because I love the character so much, and I really had fun with it, so I had to redo it because it was a character so dear to me, and that I felt it deserved a lot more justice than I gave it as my first cosplay costume.
Да, thanks.
When I started, it was really different from these last years because I didn't have Facebook, a lot of tutorials with YouTube, so I just learned by myself. And, but I continue to see videos, tutorials, and the experience of other persons to improve my skills. For example, when I spoke about fake beards, I know these two methods because I just bought from Stan Winston School a couple of videos just to understand how to do a good fake beard. Now I know the method, but I have to do a lot of fake beards to improve my skill in this. The second question is my favorite about one old cosplay. Yes, I have one. It's one of my favorite old cosplays because when I did it, I was really proud of this costume. But now I really see the photo and I think, oh, it's like a fail. I want to do it again. And now that I have a lot of more skills, I'm sure to do him better.
Oh, there's more people. So I have two questions. The first one is for everyone. What would you tell a new or cosplayer who just started doing that? What would you tell him to inspire him and get him more into this? And the second question is for Dario. Yesterday we had this conversation about the scars on your face, and you told me that you showed the product you use.
So can you repeat the first question because we thought Dario was going to start with that.
Okay, so simply, what would you tell a new cosplayer?
Yeah, sorry. Okay, I guess I start. I say don't give up. Really, don't give up, guys. I know the first questions and the first steps are going to be hard. You're going to have a lot of stuff to learn. Actually, costumes cost a lot of money, and we're all, poor students here, basically mostly. So it's really hard, but don't give up. It will, give you a lot of great memories, a lot of great friendships, and just so much fun. So just don't keep going, learn after with every new costume you can get some new experience and skills, and you'll just, evolve as a person. So keep going, please.
So I would say something like just kind of like the same, but also just keep engaging with people because the start is always a little bit difficult. You don't really know where to buy fabrics, where to buy the materials, what the materials even called, and just do a little bit of research. Google, just stalk other people on Facebook, their pages, look through the galleries, how they make stuff. Also, get in cosplay groups. There's so many different groups on social media where you just can ask questions. how to do this and that. And it just really helps if you just engage a little bit with the people that already have experience that you can learn from, because then you get motivated to try this stuff out.
Yeah, I just second that. I can't tell anything more. I guess everything was already said.
I have something a bit cheesy, but you need to really do cosplay because you love it. Either you love the character, or you love the craft, you love the design, you love the fun that comes along with it, like anything. You really need to like something, and whenever you need motivation, that will be your motivation. This is why you're doing it, and as long as you're having fun, it's always important to have fun when you're doing this. If the fun is going away, there's a problem and you need to fix that. But as long as you're having fun, everything else comes naturally. So if you want to improve, you're going to improve, you're going to keep working, you're going to keep creating the things that you love, and it's going to help a lot in growing and having even more fun. That's the core of cosplay, in my opinion, to have fun doing it.
Съветвам винаги да се мисли позитивно. И да се мисли, щом един, двама и повече хора са успяли, значи и ти можеш. Защото означава, че това не е невъзможно, щом други са успяли. Той е започнал без да знае почти нищо, но с течение на времето се научи, така че не се предавайте. За второто. За раните той използва това нещо нарича колодиум на крилан. Тип лак за ногти. Аз съвсем, където се иска